What is up, YouTube? What's going on? It's your boy Reese, and I'm back here with another video. So, as you guys can see, we landed in Sweden. So, I guess just to do a little recap or mention exactly how this entire experience went. It went pretty smoothly. I'm not gonna lie. So from leaving Bahrain, actually, yeah, so let's talk about it. So from the beginning, I get relief from work, I get home. Well, normally after work I finish, like I go to the gym. So I worked out in the warehouse, went home, did like my daily due diligence, like ate my post-workout meal, chilled, showered, I nared my entire body. And then right after I nared myself, it was like 8 p.m. and I was debating if I wanted to take a nap. And I was pretty paranoid that if I was gonna take that nap, I was gonna oversleep. So I took a really small nap and I made a mindless mistake of not putting an alarm on. But luckily, we woke up at a really good time to where we still made it to the airport 2-3 hours prior to our departing time. So I mean, yeah, left Bahrain at 2 in the morning, 2:15. Stopped by at Turkey, had a 2-hour layover, and then now I'm here. So the whole flight was like 9 hours and 50 minutes, and that's because it was a stop and a 2-hour layover. It wasn't nonstop. So that's the reason why I guess it was like almost an entire, well, almost half of a day of traveling. Another thing too that I really get paranoid that I had a bad experience when I was traveling to America last year is when I forgot to check my bags in, because of course when you go from flying with one specific airport, excuse me, and then you like transfer over into a different, like Delta, and you go to like, I don't know, another type of airport, I mean air facility or organization, you have to check your bags in with that other, I'm auto-correcting myself, I'm drawing a blank, but pretty much that other airport. And I had the slightest traumatic, well, I was really paranoid because of the previous time when I was traveling to America with that whole thing happening. I forgot to check my bags in, so like my suitcases were in another state while I was in the state of Virginia. So I mean, that ties into like why I was so paranoid now, is because knowing that I was staying with the same airlines, that's what it is. Knowing that I was with the same airlines, I didn't really have to worry about that issue. And they kept stating it too, once when we got off the first bus when we were in Turkey, like your luggage will go to your final destination if you have another flight. So I don't know, since that traumatic experience, I was really paranoid. But besides that, yeah, we're all settled in. We're here in Sweden. It's a little cold compared to Bahrain. Bahrain is like, it's starting to get real hot over there. And then I mean now, as soon as I walked out of the airport here in Sweden, first of all, I don't know why, but every single like taxi or Uber, it was a Tesla. Like I walked out of the airport and it was nothing but Teslas just sitting there. It's probably like 20 of them. And then it was a decent breeze. So I mean, for the month of April, it is pretty dang cold. So, but me personally, I do like the cold. I'm from Pennsylvania, so I do like that chill vibes, I guess. But I mean, besides that, to pretty much go into how today is gonna I guess, like for today's day, and how that's gonna go is now that we're all checked in, there's a meetup going on at the gym, or I can't remember exactly what the flyer says, but they got a meetup going on from 12 p.m. I think to 2. I'm gonna double check the flyer, but I'm gonna go visit there, check it out. They said pretty much just like a little link up where you can meet GASP ambassadors, GASP athletes. You could get a workout in, and plus, I mean, you could just get familiar with the area. So I mean, that's definitely what I'm gonna do here in like probably 30 minutes, 45 minutes. I rogered up to my coach. I know it's like 3 or 4 in the morning for him. Also, during my flight here, I was really paranoid that like my body was gonna hold on to water. But I mean, when I looked in the mirror before I even pressed record, we're still looking pretty lean and full, so, which is also a very like positive thing. It's a plus. But yeah, besides that, I checked in with my coach. I'm just waiting for a response. I didn't send him any physique updates, but I mean, I will here shortly. And then right after that, I want to say around, I think 19:45, so 7 p.m. tonight, I have my first coat of spray tan. And then literally tomorrow is game day. So tomorrow and the 21st is going to be the 2 days that we step on show. Tomorrow is the regional show, the Iron World regional show here in Sweden. And then the following day after that is the Pro Qualifier show. Yeah, the Pro Qualifier Grand Prix show. And your boy's excited. So I mean, I might record some gym clips today. It depends on how this little meetup goes, but primarily this is just going to be kind of like a Sweden vlog. This is my very first time traveling in Europe, and it kind of reminds me of when I was in Tokyo. I did a solo trip to compete in a bodybuilding show over there, and pretty much the same. I was like really clear and like observant of where I was going, where did I need to be, managing my time correctly. And then, I mean, the only thing that was just bothering me was just me being hungry as fuck. So, I mean, I did pack meals. I even packed my Buckeye brownies. So, I mean, I'm definitely going to enjoy those after the show. But besides that, I even might do a little physique update for you guys as well. Yeah, we are 1 day out from the show. So, I mean, well, I can say 1 day and a couple hours, because like it's the 21st and then it's 1 p.m. here right now. So I mean, literally hours from present time, I'll be stepping on stage, and then the following day after. So I'll see what's going to go on. I'll keep you guys updated and posted. Stay tuned, and yeah, just enjoy this journey while I'm here in Sweden. So let's pray to God, inshallah, that we come home with some gold, some more gold, since we won our previous show. So I mean, yeah, I'm excited. So I'll see you guys in probably like a couple minutes, honestly. So. I warmed up with some cable pullovers. Did some single arm rear delts on this Arsenal pec deck machine right behind me. And I went to do a chest supported a chest supported T-bar row, but it is what it is. I'm not trying to be out here for too long. Trying to manage my time correctly or properly so we could go back home or go back to the hotel, shower, eat, and then go get our tan later today. So probably gonna stick around here for like 2 or 3 more sets and then move on to another pulling movement. Do a quick drop shot. Okay. Now, I already did mention that I did pullovers in the beginning, but you can never go wrong with doing a little bit more. So I definitely favor this pullover machine than cable pullover machines because sometimes your triceps will start to play in a role when you do cable machines. I mean, cable pullovers, but I was definitely looking forward to hitting this. Oh, no, you guys are good. You guys are good. Yeah, solid couple sets here. And then we might do one more rowing machine. So I didn't mention this in the beginning, but what I have in mind, my intentions for today's lift, nothing too crazy. Like I'm not trying to like fucking be sore as fuck for the next couple of days because obviously tomorrow's show day. But you could go. Like I'm not trying to be too sore because tomorrow's show day, obviously. But at the same time, I want to get in a good amount of effort. So I'm hitting back, a little bit of triceps, and I'm in and out for abs. So enough talking, let's get into the reps. Ooh. I gotta put the seat down. And actually, before we start this set, I can't believe I really met James Hollingston today. I'm a screen record that video that Gas put on their Instagram story, and I'm taking that to the grave with me. But I showed him my quads, and he was pretty impressed. So you know what that means. I'm a happy camper.
To kind of compare what Sam Sulek said in his video after watching the Detroit Pro and seeing Martin Fitzwater and fucking Good Vito in person, when you see these pro bodybuilders, definitely in the open division, they are fucking massive. Like, a lot of people compliment my width, but they got some width and they're thick. Pause. I guess to give the review of this gym already, I love it. The vibe is good. You get some mass monsters in here. There's people who like have their tripods out too and their cameras, but it's like, it's not like that they're kind of like babysitting a machine and just letting their tripod stand in the way. It's more of like they got somebody shooting their content for them, or they're working their ass off and they're shooting their content for themselves, just like myself. So, oh my gosh, my camera's dropping, but yeah. There's some hardworking motherfuckers in here. I'll give this gym a solid 9.2. And they got Keon and Martin in this gym, like on the poster right here behind me, so. So just like how I mentioned earlier, I'm only going to do one tricep exercise, one bicep exercise, and then I'm gonna move on to abs. But outside of that, I literally got off the flight, rogered up to my coach, came over here to this meet and greet, and then took a pre-workout shot over here that they were advertising, and then literally started working out. So it's pretty good because I'm performing well, even though I just jumped off of a 10-hour flight. So it is what it is. I am thirsty and very hungry. So we're gonna make these sets really quick. Just like those last sets, I had like a 30-second break in between and I was aiming for like 15 reps just for that burn. So let's get paid. I would do single arm, but fuck that. I think the transmitter is gonna die soon too, so we're working. That shit was light as fuck. I might regret these angles a little bit later because I know how ashy my hands are. But I don't give a fuck. Come on. Uno. Dos. Two. Three. 4. One more set. One more set. And then I'm not about to close it out yet, but one more fucking set. All right. I'm gonna go hit abs. I'll see you guys back at the hotel. All right. So to pick up where we left off at. So it is currently. Hopefully y'all can see that. It is currently 21:06 here in Sweden. Pretty much. With that being said, I'm gonna scoot you guys a little bit closer, so I'm not like leaning forward. So I'm pretty much back in the seat where I left off before I went to the gym. So it was a really good gym session. I'm really excited that I got to meet James Hollingston today. Very unexpected, but knowing that he's also a gasp athlete, not really too surprised that he was there, knowing that he's from Europe. But yeah, it was pretty dope fucking seeing him. Like, he's a cool ass fucking guy. I got there and I was pretty cautious that I was gonna miss like the majority of what was going on, because when I got there it was like 1:30 and the event, or like the little meet and greet, was done at 2 p.m. So I mean, I was pretty fortunate to catch him while he was still there. The dude was training legs, but his entire, like, the dude was massive. But anyway, not to, you know, toot his horn too much, because everybody knows, like, obviously he's huge. That's why he's a pro bodybuilder, because he's fucking huge. But to pretty much conclude my day, I came back from the gym, ate my little consumed my post-workout shake, and then with that, following up on, like, it was supposed to be my meal number 1, but with the whole flight going on, it ended up being meal number 3. So my breakfast was my 3rd meal, and then it just so freaking happened that let me turn over this way, because I don't know. It just so happened that after I ate that 3rd meal, I was scrolling on Instagram, and I'm like following like the NPC Sweden Instagram page, right? And then as I'm like going through their feed, looking at the posts, rewatching their story of me and James Hollingston talking, I see like that page go live, and I was like, are these just people waiting in line for their tanning appointments? Because like there's a big schedule of people who are planning to get their tan, and it started from, I want to say, like around 4 or 5 p.m. and then it's still going. But I was watching the Instagram live, and I was like, what is this? And then like the dude's like, hey, yeah, like, where are you from? XYZ. Is this your first time in the NPC? What makes you want to join the NPC? Where are you from? Like, blah, blah, like, asking all kinds of questions. And I'm like, oh, those just must be people who just, like, last minute registration guys. But I kept looking at the page just to verify and get some more clarification. And then I come across that all competitors needed to go there and pretty much register, like, proceed with the registering process, knowing that I've already registered online. I need to go there and confirm my name, show them my NPC membership card, do height and weight, and then get our little goodie bags. So, bro, I was like sitting over here in this bed, and I was like, yo, this bed's kind of comfy. But then I kept looking and looking and scrolling and scrolling, and I was like, am I supposed to be here? So then I got my black ass up and I just like, luckily when I looked at the distance compared from my hotel, it was a 6-minute walk. But knowing that this is my first time in Europe, it is cold as fuck. I don't know if I mentioned this earlier on camera, but it is cold. I walked outside and my kneecaps were like, they were feeling like something out of this world. But that's pretty much besides the point. It is really cold here. Not that bad where it's like I'm complaining, but it's most definitely a lot noticeable going from a really hot climate or a hot country and then coming over to Sweden and then experiencing that first breeze or that atmosphere of just chilliness. But yeah, I got up and I was like, I felt so stupid, but I don't remember them passing word or anything about this whole registration process. Maybe they did a lot sooner or earlier within this prep, and it just kind of like flew over my head. But guess what? We made it to the registration. We made height and weights, and then we got our tan today. So we got our first coat of tan, which was at 1940, and then tomorrow at 5:45. That's gonna be my second coat of tan. And tomorrow, just like I mentioned in the beginning of this video, tomorrow is game day. So prejudging starts at 9, finals is at 14. Outside of how today went, I'm excited of how tomorrow is going to go. But I really don't have too much to talk about besides just how tomorrow's looking. I know Coach, he did bless us up with how tomorrow's meal plan is going to be as far as after the show, but it's still not going to be a lot of food. But we're going to get a pretty decent meal right after tomorrow's show, and then the show that's the following day afterwards, pretty much probably going to be the same procedures, and then I'm going to be done competing for probably a year or so. Besides that, see you guys tomorrow.